She's true.
True.
So wish for me and you.
To the wishing tree.
Wishing tree, please share your wonderful wishes with me.
True. And her best friend, Bartleby the cat, are on the case.
We are? Oh, yeah. We are.
Love nothing more than helping the citizens of the Rainbow Kingdom.
We're free.
True and the Rainbow Kingdom. Saturday at 8:30 on Knowledge Kids.
I'm Emerald, bright, brave and bold.
Meet Emerald, a spirited mermaid who just became a princess.
This will be a wonderful new beginning.
In the sea of adventure.
It's amazing seeing new parts of the ocean. She's diving into big changes.
We got this.
And even bigger surprises under the sea.
I can't believe it.
Emerald, Saturday at 10:30 on Knowledge Kids.
Nancy, Enrique's ship's coming back. Let me see. Hey-ya!
I'm going to tell you a story, a truly incredible story about two adventure-loving children, a brother and sister who went on an amazing journey to amazing places and saw amazing things.
And is that a pirate whale? Quentin Blake's Jack and Nancy, Sunday at 9. Bye-bye! Knowledge Kids is back at 6 a.m. tomorrow. But you can still see all your favorite shows at knowledgekids.ca or on the Knowledge Kids app.
Please be aware that the following program contains scenes which may not be suitable for younger children. Some parental discretion is advised. Travelers flock to Wales for castles and beautiful views. But there is another side to this dramatic land. A wild side. Journey through the seasons with the wildlife of Wales. Wales, Land of the Wild. Sunday at 7.
My goal was always to play until I was at least 60. 60's coming up next year, and I wanted to say I've played till I'm 60, and then if my knees hurt too much, I'll be quite happy to say enough's enough, but I figure women should play as long as they can.
I'm 47, to be able to be out there, still running around, still having tons of fun. You know, why wouldn't I do it?
1, 2, 3.
Lights, cameras, goals!
Not on my end. On this side? Yeah.
For me, I think I've transferred my passion for playing and coaching into becoming a ref, and
it's a strong women's league. And I think the players, it's important to the players to have female refs, good female refs. But when you show up as a female ref, a lot of times the players, yeah, right on, great, you know, you're part of our game now.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's one of the best things I've ever done in my life, honestly.
When I was young, there was no women's game, and there was no professional women's league, or even, I can't even recall seeing any women playing when I was a child. So it's a huge change.
Now, even at our classics level, there's a lot of technical knowledge, and people who have worked with us throughout the years, or even myself, learning and taking coaching courses, women play the game so much better now.
Never have I woken up on a Sunday morning and said, oh, you know what? No, I don't think so. You know, I'm gonna pack it in. No, it's I love the game. I love playing the game.
That's one for Susie. So I'm gonna let Lomas are gonna be yellow. Also, as someone who's very social with the game, I think I'm a bit of an unorthodox ref in that way, because I know the rules and I'm gonna ref by the law, and I'm gonna call fouls, I'm gonna call handballs and offsides, the same as other refs do. But I think I have a different approach because I've been involved in this league and I know a lot of the players and I know a lot of the teams and the coaches. So for me, there's still that camaraderie when I show up as a ref. Brother since I was like 7 years old.
And I've known your brother
and I've known
since I
of
was
you,
7.
and I've known of you, and I've heard a lot of things about your soccer skills.
I love it. I love the challenge of making my body work that hard. I love competing against other women.
I've built some really great friendships through soccer. You know, aside from the great exercise and you know, release that I need on the weekend, it's really about the people I've met and the relationships I've made because of soccer. That why it's such an important part of my life.
Best thing soccer has given me is a connection to many, many amazing women. I have so many great friends because of my soccer connections. I've met some of them at university level. I've met some of them just on the different teams that we've played against throughout the years. I've met some of them in different countries. And my own team right now, it feels more like it's an extension of my family. They've been amazing.
Okay, so ladies, Sonaquan, they had like Jean the Machine out there score 3 goals last weekend. Like, we have to play. Yeah, we can do this. 1, 2, 3, score, Lomas!
So yeah, I've had a few injuries over the years. The biggest injury probably being in 2009 when I tore my ACL in my right knee. It was about 2.5 years of rehab and physio to get back on the pitch, get it strong enough to be where it needed to be.
I've had a few injuries over my soccer career. I broke an ankle once. I've torn ligaments in my ankle a few times. I've had 2 torn meniscus in either knee, both knees, and I've had a separated shoulder. I consider that actually not that bad over 42 years of playing.
there's just this sense of like we're women and we're out here playing the game that we love, and it's something that it's a bond, right? It ties all of us together, whether outside of that our politics or our cultures or our beliefs are different. We share that, and so when we're on the field, to me that's palpable.
I think those women who think they'd like to try soccer should get out there and do it. A lot of women don't realize how athletic they are inside. Women have so much talent and so much drive, and they make amazing teams because they really take care of each other. I think any woman who thinks she wants to play should find somebody to take her out and teach her and get her on a team.
You know, we have welcomed so many women over the years onto the team that have had no experience. If it's something that you want to try, try it.
At the end of it, if we don't win, I don't care. But I've been with my friends who are more like my family. I've had my fitness needs met. I've had my social needs met, my emotional needs met. It's just a fantastic way to get everything all wrapped up in one little package called soccer.
I don't care about that. I just want to see it on sports. Let's go. Are you going to send that? Oh my God, you know what? Can you send that video first? Remember at my house? What did you say?
Is that the perfect time?
Yes.
Because you told me to.
And you said, is there anything that you have, or what's your best game? Best moment?
What are you guys doing?
Shooting a documentary on cities around the world.
Urban designer Michael Colville Anderson.
How you doing, man?
Hey, Michael, how you doing?
Explores the pulse of progress in cities across the globe.
How can we work together to make this a better city?
From Los Angeles tackling climate change.
Every element has to be thinking about the climate crisis.
It's actually the largest urban forest in the country.
To Calgary's grassroots approach to food security.
A woman came and checked, another woman dropped off. It's like it's a great little symbiosis there, you know?
And Istanbul's use of streets for pop-up bazaars.
This street, this is like literally what this show is about, you know?
Yeah.
The organic nature of it, the community, the social fabric, commerce, you know, architecture, it's like everything.
I have not found this system anyplace else in the world.
The Life-Sized City, tonight at 7.
The fate of a city lies in the hands of its citizens.
Servus, ich bin der Gerd Müller.
Ja, servus bei FC Bayern. Na hopp in die Kabine, hol die Schuhe bei Rudi.
Wir drei, der Gerd, du und ich, wir waren vom Anfang an da. Wir sind der FC Bayern.
Ich mach den berühmtesten aller Deutschen aus dir.
Warum rufen die das?
Du, die sind bloß neidisch auf den Papa.
Für den Weltmeisterschaftskader nominieren.
Fast 1 Million hätte ich in Mailand im Jahr verdient. Wissen Sie, wie lange ich dafür in Deutschland spielen müsste?
Ich möchte niemals arm sein, Herr Lottek. Nie Hunger leiden. Hier im Olympischen Dorf stimmt etwas nicht.
Rennen, kämpfen von Anfang an. Alle Schmerzen vergessen, schneller sein.
Ohlhauser schießt! Tor! Das ist fußballerische Extraklasse.
Auf FC Bayern!
Good Friends, the unbelievable story of FC Bayern Munich, tonight at 10. Travelers flock to Wales for castles and beautiful views. But there is another side to this dramatic land. A wild side. Journey through the seasons with the wildlife of Wales. Wales, Land of the Wild. Sunday at 7.
One of the real eye-openers that the perspective on early Earth history gives you is to witness the rate of change that's happening to our planet today.
What is humanity's place in the 4 billion-year-old story of our planet?
Looking in deep time, we can see how life has survived through episodes of extreme environmental and climate change.
The elements we find on the surface are partially composed of the stuff that has arrived from space.
What I find beautiful about this story is that life is intimately tied to the planet. So we are a reflection of our planet.
Home, the story of Earth. Tuesday at 8.
It's dumbfounding to believe that anyone could prioritize anything above looking after the planet that we exist on.
The narrative that many of us have been taught is that through the treaties, the First Nations people surrendered their land.
The treaty journey really is a journey of understanding family. Where do we come from?
Our ancestors created works that inspired a whole generation of modern artists to see the world in new ways.
The barricades must now come down.
You don't have consent to enter our territory!
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but this post office is now closed.
They say money's somehow gone missing from this branch, which it hasn't, and I have to pay it back.
No one else has ever reported any problems with Horizon.
I don't believe you.
It says I've taken £2,032. Oh my God.
The post office are suing us for £26,000. We're fighting a war against an enemy owned by the British government, while we're just skint little people.
Documents that I found in the post office files, beyond belief.
This is about the reputation of the post office.
This has to be the widest miscarriage of justice in British legal history.
Finally, 555 of us now, ready to tell our stories.
Mr. Bates versus the Post Office, tonight at 8. There may be enough drama in your life already, but with programs like the one coming up next, brought to you by our Knowledge partners, we think you might have room for a little more. The following program contains mature subject matter and coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised.
This post office is now closed.
They say money's somehow gone missing from this branch. We're fighting a war. The question is, what are we going to do about it?
I'm a fishing guide on the Fraser for sturgeon and salmon, and I'm a volunteer broodstock angler. and I've been fishing since I was about 6 years old on the Chilliwack Vedder. Sturgeon is my livelihood. Steelhead is my getaway from it all.
Morning. Good, how are you? Good. Any luck today? Steelhead is an ocean-going rainbow trout. When they are present in streams that have an open path to the estuary, fish will migrate to the open ocean before it returns back to its natal stream to spawn. I grew up in Agassiz and spent a lot of time fishing this river in particular. I have great memories of fishing this river when I was a kid with my dad. I lived and breathed fishing. In the late 70s, there was a very steep decline in populations. The Salmon Enhancement Program kicked off in 1977 to rebuild salmon and steelhead populations. Without a lot of these volunteers, this program would not be as successful as it is today, for sure. Because we pretty much rely 100% on volunteer anglers to provide the fish for the broodstock. They have a brood capture tube, so it's like a bag about this long. Well, I can show you. So it's like that. So when you catch a fish, you just kind of lay that, in the water a little bit, the zipper open, and then when you catch the fish and you get it to the shore, you just unhook it and you slip it in there and zip it up, and then you call the hatchery and they'll come and pick it up.
I'm lucky with my job as a guide that I'm able to basically have a pretty relaxed winter. So I was out here fishing all the time anyway, and I thought, why not see if I can get involved and do my part, basically. There's not as many of them. Say you get a few 100,000 salmon that come back, you'll get, 3,000 or so steelhead that'll come back to the Vedder. So the age-old thing is they say it's fish with 1,000 casts.
You're not likely to encounter high numbers of fish. You can go days without getting a bite or even seeing a fish. That one time when your float goes down and you hook onto one, it's all those days of nothing seem to fade away.
I've been fishing here since I was really young. I've made a living off the resource. The resource is a huge part of my life, so being able to give back to it is a big thing.
The target is 60 fish, a 50-50 split of male-females. With the survivals in the hatchery and everything, that typically gives us around 125,000 smolts. They're released as a 1-year-old smolt. They're now ready to make their migration to the sea. We've been doing this obviously now since 1977, and the numbers back then were a lot lower. Who knows, maybe there would be no steelhead left if the province and the federal government didn't step in and introduce hatchery programs.
I want my kids, if I ever have kids one day, I want them to be able to utilize it, and their kids to be able to utilize it, come out here and catch fish, and it just feels good in that way to be able to come out and do my part and hopefully keep that going.
Servus, ich bin der Gerd Müller.
Ja, servus bei FC Bayern. Der Hopp in Kabine, hol die Schuhe bei Rudi.
Wir drei, der Gerd, du und ich, wir waren von Anfang an da. Wir sind der FC Bayern.
Ich mach den berühmtesten aller Deutschen aus dir.
Warum rufen die das? Du, die sind bloß neidisch auf den Papa.
Für einen Weltmeisterschaftskader nominieren.
Fast 1 Million hätte ich in Mailand im Jahr verdient. Wissen Sie, wie lange ich dafür in Deutschland spielen müsste?
Ich möchte niemals arm sein, Herr Lottek. Nie Hunger leiden. Hier im Olympischen Dorf stimmt etwas nicht.
Rennen, kämpfen von Anfang an. Alle Schmerzen vergessen, schneller sein.
Ohlhauser schießt, Tor! Das ist fußballerische Extraklasse.
Auf FC Bayern!
Good Friends, the unbelievable story of FC Bayern Munich. Tonight at 10.
I discovered that my ancestor, the Honorable James Mackay, was a commissioner on the first 6 numbered treaties.
The narrative that many of us have been taught is that through the treaties, the First Nations people surrendered their land.
That Indian Act transformed autonomous, independent nations into wards of the Crown. And the big policy was assimilation.
There's a big industry on our people being sick, requiring all these outside resources versus being able to sustain ourselves.
It's purposefully buried history.
It's not our land. We're only borrowing it from our children and our grandchildren. We'll share it with you.
We maintain our stand as sovereign nations.
The treaty journey really is a journey of understanding family. Where do we come from?
Treaty Road, a 6-part series, begins Tuesday, June 30th at 7.
You murdered Daniel Latimer. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
The ordeal is not over for the citizens of Broadchurch.
The police investigation was fundamentally flawed.
It's not just down to me. It's on everyone in this town.
And a violent figure from an unsolved case
Promise me I'm safe, Alec.
comes back to haunt D.I. Hardy.
I look at you and I see someone stained by death.
If he ever finds out about this.
Did you tell Tom Miller that you were guilty of killing your son?
I will get you justice.
Broadchurch, Sunday at 10.
Oh, God, it's a furnace.
You ready?
Absolutely.
Welcome back, doctors from maternity or parental leave.
3 recent mothers return to frontline medicine.
When you're all grown up, you'll appreciate how brilliant that was.
To demanding new challenges.
I told you to call microbiology to see what antibiotics to give him.
No, you didn't.
How do you balance life and work
Do you ever look at your life and think, how did I get it so wrong?
with matters of life and death?
I only ever wanted to be a surgeon.
Then why did you become a mother?
It costs us something to hold ourselves to those incredibly high standards. And when we're pushed to maintain those standards in impossible circumstances, it costs us everything.
I'm not the doctor I was. You're a mother. You're a doctor. Have you ever considered one might make you better at the other?
Maternal, tonight at 9.
Hard to take off the doctor's hat. It can be.
There may be enough drama in your life already, but with programs like the one coming up next, brought to you by our Knowledge partners, we think you might have room for a little more. The following program contains mature subject matter and coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised. The following program is presented with described video.
Hiya. Oh, hey, look at us leaving early.
I suppose you fancy doing something later.
Oh,